princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Etude House Tint My Brows Gel in the shade Grey Brown. This product was kindly sent to me for review by BB Cosmetic, who I have shopped with quite a few times before. I actually got most of my Disney collection from them previously and I really enjoyed shopping with them, so I was really happy when they asked me to review a couple of products for them. So I'm going to be reviewing the Etude House Tint My Brows Gel this week, and then next week I'm going to review the Berry Sim Oops My Lip tint. So these tints that I'm wearing at the moment, the peel off ones that everybody talks about on Facebook, I will be talking about them next week. So I'm doing a nice series on peel off makeup products. I've actually been wanting to try the Etude House tint for quite a while, but I still have the Tony Moly 7-Day Tattoo Eyebrow, which I'm still using up because I didn't really want to have two going at the same time. That just seems like too many tints. But this one has been on my radar for quite a while, and this is the only reason that I haven't purchased it yet myself, because I'm still going through this. So the product description says, new concept eyebrow gel tint that makes eyebrow makeup last long after removing the tint. How to apply. After trimming the eyebrows, without applying skincare product or makeup, apply a liberal amount according to the desired shape of the eyebrows. Dry for at least 2 hours. For stronger coloration, apply before going to bed at night and remove the next morning. After drying completely, remove slowly starting from the tail of the eyebrow. Do not remove the pack forcibly since it may pull out the eyebrow. Do not use cleaning product or apply force on the eyebrow area within 24 hours of using the product. This tint comes housed in a plain brown tube with a brush wand. The product is really thick and goopy. I chose the colour Grey Brown as I have very dark, cool-toned hair. The gel is really fun to use. You apply it to your brows, wait for it to dry, peel it off, and then you have a really cool tint. This is what my brows look like beforehand. They are quite dark and relatively thick, but my left brow has a scar in it, and that means that it doesn't grow any hair. Applying the tint is actually really easy, but you do need quite a lot of it, so I'm not sure how long this bottle would last for. However, it is really fun, and if you make any mistakes, it's really easy to clean it up before the gel dries. The gel does look moderately scary though. My flatmates definitely thought that I was crazy while using this. So this is what the tint looks like when you pull it off after 2 hours. You can use this tint for 2 hours or overnight depending on how strong you want the tint. I find the tint really easy to pull off, it doesn't hurt at all, and it didn't pull out any brow hairs. However, it does leave a really cool replica of your brows that you can use to scare people. But I assure you that I did not have any brow hairs come out at all. After 2 hours, the tint isn't very dark on my brows, and it is also slightly orange in colour. It doesn't adhere very well to the scar over 2 hours, it definitely works better overnight. So this is what my brows look like when I use the tint overnight. You can see that it is much darker, but you can also see a little edge of orange. This is straight after I peeled the brow gel off, so it does look a little bit grey brown, but after an hour the tint turns orange. It's quite cool because you cannot wipe this tint off, so I'm using my normal makeup remover to remove my makeup at the end of the first day, and you can see that my brows are definitely a lot more orange than they were in the morning, but the tint doesn't come off at all with makeup remover. This is kind of a good thing because that means that you can fill in your brows even more, and then at the end of the day you can still take that brow powder off and it won't make a difference to your brows. But the bad thing is that you cannot get the orange brows off if you don't like them. This is day 2 and you can tell that my brows are still really filled in, which is cool, but they're really orange. They are much more orange than I would like them to be because my hair is obviously quite dark and cool toned. This is day 3. The tint has faded a little bit, but you can still see that my brows are quite orange. Since I have makeup on today, you can't see as much of the orange because some of the foundation does cover it, but I haven't filled in my brows at all. This is day 4, and the tint is starting to look a little bit yellow. It fades like a bruise. It's still on my brows. It's orange. This is the tint on day 5 and it's almost faded entirely. You can still see that it fills in a little bit of my brows, but the orange and yellow colours are less vibrant. This is day 6 and the brow tint is almost gone. I cannot see anything on my right brow, and on my left brow I can only see a very small chunk of colour. Not bad for 6 days though. It is such a pity that this product turns my eyebrows orange because I actually really like it and it stays for a really long time. It's actually impossible to scrub it off. So the first time I tried it, I left it on my eyebrows for 2 hours, and then when I took it off, the eyebrow tint was a little bit grey, like you guys would have seen, and then the next day it turned orange. So of course I tried to scrub it off, so I used a face wash, I used a eye makeup remover, I used an oil makeup cleanser. Nothing would get it off, and it stayed on for a week, and I would try and scrub it off forcibly every night. So I am really impressed with how long this eyebrow product lasts for. And I found that when I left it on for 2 hours, I didn't get quite as strong of an outline for my eyebrows, whereas if I left it on overnight, I got a really sharp shape. So I much prefer using it overnight, and I find it really easy too because you just put it on, you go to sleep. I did find, however, that I sleep with my head in between my arms, so I had little eyebrow shapes on my arms for about a week as well, which was really funny. It's also really fun to get them off in the morning because they dry really nicely, so when you pull them off you get an exact replica of your eyebrows, and you can scare all of your Instagram followers with it because they think that you've pulled your actual eyebrows out, which I definitely didn't. I definitely have a full set of brows. I didn't have any hairs come out at all, so I had so much fun using this, but oh my god, I cannot have orange eyebrows, they just look terrible. So I love that this eyebrow tint tints my eyebrows for a whole week. It's impossible to scrub off. It's fun and easy to use. It can be used overnight easily. I would probably wear long sleeves next time just so that I don't stain my skin, and I'd wear something that I don't mind staining a little bit with the brow gel. And it peels off a really fun duplicate of your eyebrows, and you can use it to scare all your friends. I do not love that it turns orange within about an hour for me. And it's impossible to scrub the orange off, so it's impossible to scrub off, which is a good thing if it's the right colour, but if it's the wrong colour, it's still impossible to scrub that off. I wish that this didn't turn a horrific shade of orange on my eyebrows because I absolutely love the product, but it does, and there doesn't seem to be any way of stopping that orange. So I looked up a whole bunch of reviews other than my own to see other people's experience with the shade grey brown, and almost everybody gets orange eyebrows, and this is one of the only cool toned shades that Etude House makes. So all of the other shades are orange toned anyway, so what's the point in having a grey brown when it's going to turn orange? But other than the colour, I love everything about this product. It's fun and easy to use. It lasts a long time. If you were going on a holiday, this is something that I would use beforehand. If I was going to the beach and I don't want my eyebrows to come off, this is a product that I would use. But I won't use it because it turns my eyebrows orange. So until Etude House brings out a colour that is actually grey brown or just any type of cool toned brown, I will not be able to continue using it because yeah, orange eyebrows they just don't look good. I'm sure you guys would have seen it through the rest of the review. They're just so orange. Not what I wanted. Annoyingly, Etude House also just brought out 4 new shades of this tint, but they're all warm toned again. So you've got a pink brown, a red ashy brown, something else, and a khaki brown, and so there's no cool tones in there anyway. So now they've got 7 shades, and the only one that's cool toned is the grey brown, which turns orange anyway. So come on, Etude House, make something that's actually not warm toned for everybody else in the world, thank you. So I would recommend the Etude House Tint My Brows Gel to any princesses who are wanting a vividly coloured tint that lasts a really long time on their brows. But I would not recommend the colour grey brown to any princesses who are actually looking for a grey brown coloured product. Thank you so much for watching this review, and I'll see you next time. Bye!